Hello students, in the previous class, the last topic which we discussed was this molecule of elements. Okay, molecule of an element contain atoms of the same element. For example, if we talk about molecule of oxygen, it consists of two atoms of oxygen. So here we say that molecule of element means atoms of same element combine together to form the molecule. Then molecules of some elements, they contain only one atom, and molecules of some elements contain two or more atom. So here on this basis we categorize them as monoatomic, diatomic or polyatomic. For example, if I talk about the noble gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So these gases, they are present in the environment but they are non-reactive. They don't react with any other element or any other atom, and they remain in the environment in the form of a single atom. So they are called as monoatomic because they are having only single atom. When we talk about gases like oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine, so they exist in the environment by combining with the other atom of same type. For example, oxygen. Oxygen here combines with the other oxygen atom and form one molecule of oxygen. So two oxygen atoms combine to form one molecule. In the same way, when we talk about hydrogen gas, here two hydrogen atoms combine to form one molecule of hydrogen. When we talk about nitrogen gas, N2, so here two nitrogen atoms combine to form one molecule of nitrogen. Next is chlorine, Cl2. That means two chlorine atoms, they combine to form one molecule of chlorine. So here when we talk about that the gas is present in the atmosphere by combining with the same element, or we say the two atoms combine together to form one molecule, then these are called as diatomic. You can see over here this region, this one till here. Diatomic, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine. These forms the diatomic because their molecule consists of two atoms. When we talk about phosphorus, sulfur, many phosphorus, or we say the four phosphorus atoms combine together to form one phosphorus molecule. And when we talk about the sulfur, 8 sulfur atoms combine together to form one molecule of sulfur. So here these are called as polyatomic. Now metals like sodium, iron, aluminium, copper, they are found in the environment in a single atom form, so they are monoatomic. Now we talk about the molecule of compounds. How the molecule of compounds are formed, or what are the molecule of compounds. Compound, we know that it is made up of two or more atoms. So molecule of a compound contain atoms of two or more different types of elements. Here elements are different types. For example, if I say about water molecule. Water molecule is made up of, the formula of water molecule is hydrogen and oxygen. Two atoms combine together in a ratio, that is 2 hydrogen combines with 1 oxygen. So the formula is H2O. So this is what H2O, two atoms, they combine together to form a molecule of a compound. Next one is the ammonia. Ammonia formula is NH3. NH3, one nitrogen and 3 hydrogen combine to form one molecule of a compound, that is ammonia. Then third one is carbon dioxide, CO2. One carbon combines with 2 oxygen and it forms the compound molecule of compound. Third, next is hydrochloric acid, HCl. Here hydrogen and chlorine both are of different elements. So here it is also forming another compound, that is a molecule of a compound. Next comes the nitric acid, NH3. HNO3. Okay, nitric acid formula is HNO3. Hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. Three atoms are there. One atom of hydrogen, one atom of nitrogen and three atoms of oxygen are combined to form the compound. So this is a molecule of a compound. Next we talk about the sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is H2SO4. Two hydrogen combines with one sulfur and four oxygen atoms. So here we have discussed, that is the molecule of compounds. Now we talk about the next topic, that is ions. What are ions? Ions, we say that when compounds containing metals and non-metal elements, they contain charged particles called ions. Metals and non-metals, they contain the charged particles. These are called as ions. An ion is how it is defined? It is a charged particle having positive or negative charge. A positive charge ion is called as the cation and negative charge ion is called as anion. Now what is the valency? Valency is the combining capacity of an element. That means when one element combines with the other element, then that is the combining capacity due to which the atom is combining. So that is called as the valency. For example, sodium, here you can see the symbol of sodium is Na. Na, sodium, and its valency is 1. Potassium, valency is 1. Silver, valency is 1. Copper, valency 1. Magnesium plus 2 is there, that means valency is 2. Calcium plus 2, it means 2 valency. Zinc plus 2, 2 valency. Iron plus 2, that means valency 2. Copper plus 2, valency 2. Aluminium plus 3, so the valency is 3. So here these elements, they have these charges, and positive charge is meant for the donor. So what happens, these elements when combined with the other element, either they donate their electrons or they receive the electrons to form the bond between them or to form a compound. When an element donates its electron, then it is said to have the positive charge. When an element receives the electron, then it gets the negative charge. So the donor will always get the positive charge and receiver will get the negative charge. Now the name of the ion, you can see the hydrogen forms the hydride ion, chloride, bromide, iodide, oxide ion. So these are the nitride. These all are the negatively charged except hydrogen. Then over here you can see the ammonium. Ammonium is NH4 minus. The formula of ammonia is NH3. And this is having one more hydrogen. So NH4 minus. Then is hydroxide, OH minus. Nitrate, NO3 minus. Hydrogen carbonate, HCO3. Okay, so this is also having one negative charge. So negative charge comes on the top of the compound, or we say the ions, because the charged particles are called as the ions. So this positive charge is meant for the donor and negative charge is meant for the receiver. Means if they are receiving the electrons, they gain the negative charge, and when an atom is donating the electron, then it gets the positive charge. And on this basis only, these elements, they combine with each other, donor and receiver, they both combine with each other and form the compound. Now how to write the chemical formula? So see, first of all, what is chemical formula? We say, what is chemical formula? Chemical formula is just a symbolic representation of elements or ions, so that symbol of metal or positive ion is on the left and symbol or formula of the non-metal or negative ion is on the right. That means when we write for the chemical formula, then positive charge ion is written on the left hand side and negative charge ion is written on the right hand side. Then what we have to do? We have to write the valencies of the elements or ions below the elements or ions. Means we have to write down the valency either below or on the top. Then we have to cross over the valencies of the combining ions, and polyatomic ion should be enclosed in bracket. If any polyatomic ion is there, then we should enclosed in bracket, therefore, and we write the formula for it. So here is an example to write the formula. Simple example, formula of hydrogen chloride, HCl. Okay, so here hydrogen valency is 1 and chlorine valency is 1. So when 1 and 1 it cross with each other and the compound formed is HCl. Over here we can see that the formula symbol of hydrogen is H and symbol for sulfur is S, hydrogen sulfide. The valency of hydrogen is 1 and valency of sulfur is 2. So one hydrogen cannot combine with two sulfur. So what will happen? Two hydrogens combine with one sulfur. Because the sulfur valency is 2, that means 2 electrons are present and hydrogen combines with one sulfur and it forms the compound H2S. The next one is magnesium chloride. Magnesium valency is 2 and chlorine valency is 1. So it forms the formula MgCl2. Next is carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. The valency of carbon is 4, valency of chlorine is 1. When we cross it, then we get the formula CCl4. The next here you can see there are different more formulas. Calcium oxide. Calcium oxide, for calcium valency is 2. For oxygen also valency is 2. Then it comes out to be CaO. Formula of aluminium oxide. Aluminium valency is 3 and oxygen valency is 2. So the formula obtained from oxygen and aluminium is Al2O3. Next is the formula of sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate. Okay, sodium here means Na and nitrate is NO3. Valency of Na is 1 and valency of NO3 is 1. So and the formula comes out to be NaNO3. Next is calcium hydroxide. For calcium Ca 2 valency, OH having 1 valency and the formula formed is CaOH whole twice. This is the formula. CaOH whole twice. Now next is sodium carbonate, sulfate. Sodium carbonate, or we say the ammonium sulfate. Now see the sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate means sodium valency is 1 and carbonate valency is 2. So when we cross multiply it, we get Na2CO3. Okay, so now when we do about the formula of ammonium sulfate, then the symbol of ammonium is NH4 and sulfate is SO4. Valency of SO4 is -2 and NH4 is 1. And we get NH4 in bracket we will write and we get the formula. The formula for this is NH4 whole twice SO4. Okay, so here this will be the formula. Now we discuss about the molecular mass or formula unit mass. Molecular mass, we know about the molecule. Now we have to calculate the molecular mass of the substance. This molecular mass of the substance is what? It is the sum of the atomic mass of all the atoms present in a molecule. of the substance. Okay, so that means whatever the molecules or whatever the atoms are present in the molecule, we find out the mass of each and every atom, then we do the total, and then we get the molecular mass of that complete molecule. For example, here we have the example of molecular mass of water, H2O. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 unit. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16 unit. Okay, so here the formula is H2O. H is atomic mass is 1. So 1 multiplied by 2 and plus oxygen is 16. Okay, so here oxygen it is 16. So 2 plus 16 comes out to be 18. Next we talk about the molecular mass of nitric acid, HNO3. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 unit. The atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Then according to the formula, we write down 1 plus 14 plus 16 multiplied by 3. Because atomic mass of oxygen is 16 and there are 3 oxygens, so we multiply by 16 by 3 and we get 48. And when we total up, then 48 plus 14 plus 1 comes out to be 63. So this is the atomic mass of nitric acid. So in this way we can calculate the molecular mass of different compounds.